And hi, everybody. We're live. And Jeff is doing, actually, you're frozen there, Jeff. He's trying to fix his page. So he's working on that. But let me just say welcome to the show. We're glad that you're here. It's wonderful to be back. And thank you, everybody, for being with us. Hope your new year is going fairly well. Lots to talk about. If you want to go there, if you don't want to go there and you just want some personal readings, we can do that. Whatever your pleasure is this evening. So, yeah. Lots of tears being shed. Lots of emotion going on. And I got to tell you guys, if you didn't hear this from already, that Diana Bowles was saying that the last full moon or the new moon or whatever it was on January 3rd, the wolf moon, she was saying that the moon was in the 7th house and Jupiter aligned with Mars. And, oh, you can't see him, Mary? He's there, but he's frozen right now. And he's trying to fix his screen. And I don't know why. He's having a hard time. Hello, Donna Marie. It has been a week of tears, Mary. It has. I'm seeing college professor Eddie Glode crying on air. I'm seeing, it's just really bad. Just a bad week. Anyway, I want to say hi to everybody. So hi, Mary. Hi, Donna Marie. I'm glad you're here. Again, Jeff is working to get his picture up and running. He may have to go out and come back in. I don't know. Kay Forsyth, nice to see you. And Kayla Anacorno, nice to see you. And SR, Kish, and Mickey Montoya. It's nice to see you. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Garnet. Yeah, we're taking personal questions, Donna Marie. You can ask. Hi, Wild Lilac. Hi, dear. Yeah, I know even local stations have broken down. Yeah, I agree. Garnet, while I was in the background watching as everyone was watching, and I was making comments, and Jane the Seeker said, "Are you going to do a class on this?" And I thought, never thought about it, but so I've put something up, and if people are interested, I'm going to have it in March. So if you want to come, that would be great. And I hope you're doing well, Garnet. Is it true, Garnet, since you're over there, that I think it was earlier this week, like Monday or Tuesday, that a whole bunch of military planes from here landed in the UK. I don't know why. I don't know when. Oh, ancestral healing and familial wounds and patterns. That's what it was, Mary. I had just done a quick thing. All right, now you're in here more than once. So let's get this one out of here. And I'm going to kick you out on that one. And then I'm going to open it. Now, can you guys see Jeff? I think so.
Can you see me? I don't know.
I can. Yes, okay. I can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the screen half and half. It was weird.
Do you want this instead? Do you want a
yes.
wide lens? Okay.
Yeah.
You heard about the USA planes? Okay. Yeah. You'd love a class on generational trauma. I think that would be part of it. Yeah, I think it would be Wild Lilac. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe 90 minutes for 4 Sundays. That's what I put up on my website anyway. Yeah, Jeff, you are visible, Mary says.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Hi, Cam Red Dragon. Dawn Marie, I got your question. And Kay Forsyth, I got your question. Yep. So, yeah, go ahead and put them in.
Hi, Mary.
Yeah, Mary's here. Wildlife Spider-Bite. I love that name. That's different.
Hi, Donna Marie.
Yeah. It's really good to see everybody. Thanks for stopping in. And I don't know if you want to go there at all, Jeff, with the past week or not, or you're just going to get upset.
I'll go there.
You'll go there, but you're not happy. Yeah. Well, I'm not either.
No,
Mhm.
I think and I thought about this earlier and it didn't dawn on me until now.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if this was more a hate crime. I mean, it was in our view, it was all within our view, but the fact that they
Yeah.
were same-sex couple might
Uh-huh.
be something else going on here too. I mean, I don't know.
Mhm. No, I totally agree with you. There is a lot. This is what's really interesting about Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross was married. His wife just left him. She's a Filipino and she's an immigrant. And yeah, it's the hypocrisy is amazing. Now today, I don't know if you saw the other video that came out that the Mr. Trump put up, but it was Jonathan Ross's camera, and he had walked around the vehicle, and her wife was outside of the vehicle, and they were sort of bantering with him, but not saying "F you" or anything like that. It was nothing like that. And so then he comes around to the other side, and she says to him, "I'm not mad at you, dude. It's okay." This is Renee said it. And then she starts to drive off, and you hear this thud. And I'm thinking he took his phone and because he was camera and gun. Really? They don't wear they don't wear protective pictures, what do you call them? And so I don't know. But I would think this could be a catalyst for some stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's all over Dawn Lemon. Okay. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I don't know. All I know is that it doesn't appear that this woman was malicious in any way.
No.
And I believe she backed up so she could, and she turned her wheels. And if you look at his feet on the ground, his feet are facing the sidewalk. How is that possible? So I don't know.
Yeah,
all I know,
and
it's scary.
the thing too is it's like I don't think they said she was part of some sort of neighborhood watch for ICE.
She
Did you hear
was?
that too? That I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was her wife that actually was.
Oh, okay.
And they had dropped off the kid and they were driving back through the neighborhood. And I think she told her wife, could you slow down so I could take some videos? I think, because she feels as guilty as hell. Oh, she has more than $1 million for her son now. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. And all the people that were mad at the Charlie Kirk people are all saying FAFO. It's like, that isn't really your lingo, people.
That's where I felt that I mean, obviously, if there were a Kent State moment, it would probably be this. But I think that Charlie Kirk thing in September was ushering this in, that we are going to have a civil war.
Right.
I think.
I really do. I really do believe that. And it may be that it starts in Minnesota because people are pissed. And after the George Floyd debacle, but everybody needs to sort of take a step back. But that's all we ever do is take a step back. But if we don't, he'll declare martial law. So.
Yeah, and that was one thing I came up with yesterday because I read on something that
you did.
You know now about I see us being jerked around more than us are doing anything about it.
Well, I agree. I agree with that. But now he wants to invade Mexico.
Well, he wants to. He's considering martial law here too. So that came out again too. And
it did. Yeah, that's always been the go-to. But I was glad the governor brought out, he brought out the National Guard. He didn't, Trump didn't, but
Jim Walz did.
Yes, he called out his own National Guard. You think they'll scare? Well, now they're saying that they will go door to door, and that is absolutely illegal. Well, of course, everything is.
Everything about this.
I know. Yeah. Yes, of course, Love's Angels. You can ask a question, put it in. We'll be glad to have it. And hi, Risty. And Mary, yes, they are nuts. It's like that line test that they had people ask, which line is equal to during Hitler? Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah. But we have, according to an ex-FBI agent, it's perfectly acceptable for us to tape. There's nothing wrong.
Oh, it is.
He's been taped. Yeah. He's been taped. He's retired now, but he's been taped many times. Oh, David Icke. Is that how you say it?
Icke, I think.
Icke?
Yeah.
If you want to know what's going on. I did listen to Dave Johnson today, and I thought he had a lot to say that made sense. So I don't know. I don't know. I wish I actually had to get off Facebook because I was getting really triggered. So, because people were arguing that, anyway.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm
Whatever.
going to put it, it doesn't upset me, but I'm going to put it aside for now.
That's fine. Let's have some fun.
I was telling Mary before this started that I'm just like, every week it descends more. And when there's a pattern like that,
it does, yeah. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse,
it gets worse every week.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Really, Mary? That's interesting. So if they went door to door where you live, they would not put up with that. They're locked and loaded. That's what they need, their own people to see this. So, and DOJ's totally stopped releasing the balance. Oh, I know. There's 200 million pages or 1,000. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of pages. Yeah. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, with what we've added, it's not even 1% they've put out now.
No, there's only one.
They found 5 million or 10 million or something. It's insane.
Yeah. And I have seen that video with him at McDonald's. He did that at his he was doing it for his candidacy last year. I think that's what that's from.
What that was?
When
I saw that.
Yeah.
Just the weekend before the election, and he was serving,
Yeah. Okay, loves. All right, we'll put that in there and see it. We'll start to answer some questions and we'll move on. Anyway, it's really good to have you all here. Thank you all for being here. And if you have a question, put it in and we will get to it. Yeah. So, Kay Foresight, what do my guides want me to know what's ahead in 2026? Do you have any particular area that you want to know about, Kay Foresight, like career, love, money? If not, we'll just do a general and we'll tell you what it shows up. Probably mindless. Is that right? Career and money? Okay, thank you. It was funny. I agree with you, Garnet. Yeah. All right. So you want to know about career and money. Money. Good. All right. Wow. So the first card I get is Star, which is a dream fulfilled. And I'm thinking that it is a career dream that you've been working towards, because the next card said before it had been a closed path. There were barriers there, but now those barriers are going to come down and you're going to be able to have access for what it is that you want, because the final puzzle piece seems to be ready to be fit into that particular topic. It says here, make sure though that you detach from the outcome And if you're looking for work, or if you're having more than one or even one career interview, go in there, do the best you can, go home, don't worry about it. And because once you have one, you may have more than one, and you may be the one that will have the decision making instead of these people. But let it go when you leave the interview, because some of them are going to be like fire breathing dragons. You don't need to work for anybody like that. So
I got good cards on this that echo Aley's. I just want to go through from the beginning. I don't know if in the past, like your father or someone else might have held you back, or you stayed in a job only because of the money. Not that the money was good, but what I got was, and I'm using the Visions of Life Tarot tonight. This is the Hermit searching. This is the kind of energy that this is your signifier right now, your main thing. But what I got was that also was the fact that with what your challenge card was the Seven of Swords. I feel like certain opportunities might have been passed up, either through self-sabotage, or you not believing in yourself, or someone doing it to you. And I feel like you had to break with somebody who was either telling you couldn't do it, or somebody that maybe was trying to steer you in a different direction in a relationship, and that was the cause of a certain relationship to end, because the job or the type of job you were doing he didn't agree with, or she didn't agree with, or whatever. But I do get you sitting in the King of Cups position, to where you might be around more men in this position, but it's going to be a better fit for you. And you might be trying to straddle something, or in the past over the relationship that didn't work out as a result of that. The other thing that I picked up on, and again, Aley said something really good, because it's really illustrated here, is the waiting. This is the Hangman in this deck. This is it's an Italian deck, but I think it's made in Russia.
Oh.
And this is the responsibility card, which is the justice card in this deck. And it was hanging on top of you. You're trying to you know how we have a cycle of doing something, we try it once and we think we're not going to try it again. What my guides are telling me is that this is righting a wrong in some way, or showing you that you can do it. This is employment. That's what you're attracting. Yeah. So the cards are really good. Yeah. I agree with Aley on this one wholeheartedly. Your fear, or the external fear, is poverty. I'm not necessarily thinking, because it is the Five of Pentacles, these people that you might have parted ways with that were holding you back, you're afraid that you may have cut the cord too soon or cut it too late. But guess what? No. You made the right decision. This is the Ace of Swords. And look what you get in the end, the Queen of Pentacles, which you would think that this is, or would be fertility, or the Empress, or something like that. But it's actually abundance for the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm going to say something really good's coming in here for you. I would just say don't overthink it.
Awesome. Good luck, Kate Forsyth. But can't wait to hear how things turn out for you. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right. Donna Marie is next, and then Wild Lilac, and then Love's Angels. And there are others, but those are the ones that are up on ready to go. Okay, everybody? So Donna Marie, a message for 2026. I've got my 2 Shih Tzus away in board and train, so they won't poop in the house anymore. And it's cost me an arm and a leg. And I've got my other one right here beside me. And guess what? She has a urinary infection. So she's peeing all over the house.
Oh my God.
It's like, thank you, 2026. Could you cut the crap here, you know?
Do you ever flip houses, or do you ever paint houses, or are you in the middle of renovations right now? And I'm going to tell you why I'm getting it. You seem to be like into architecture. This is just things I'm getting. there are things coming for you this year that I think are going to be almost like they're telling me feng shui, things that are going to be like really about your home. And kind of relaxing a bit within that home and not feeling like you're tied down at the same time too. I don't feel like you've had that ability this past year. I feel like you've been kind of renovations. Okay. You've been kind of stifled this past year for some reason. I'm feeling like there's something that you've got your eye on that you're wanting to grow, and you've actually been studying it pretty carefully. The greatest thing that I'm seeing is, I don't know if you wanted to have a child again soon or anything like that, but maybe away from a man, or if you have a child, the best thing that you did, and your home came in again at the end of this, the best thing that you could do right now is to start what it is you're planting the seeds of, because I got sprout and I got glasses and I got attention to detail in home. You're a teacher by nature too. You're also the type of person that should be this year seeing yourself in a more prestigious light. That's what I have for you. I don't know where I'm feeling that, but that's how I'm getting. Well, I know how, but that's what I feel for you this year.
You know, it's some of the translation is spot on. She has adult children, but she has grandchildren. And
Okay.
she is working on something spiritual as well that she's got in the back of her toolbox, so to speak. So you really did hit the nail on some of the head. So I have here worker bee, that you will be rewarded for all the efforts that you're going to do, and your focus and dedication is going to pay off. And so that might very well be with your grandchildren or what you're wanting to do spiritually, Donna. Right now, you got this. It's interesting. I don't always pull this, and this is the second time I pulled this, but right now I see that you're stuck where you are. And I think that means your permanent job. And you know that, and you know it's not forever. So you're just kind of locked out of some of the things you want to do immediately. But your quest for knowledge and the temptation to move into something new has not gone away. And it won't go away, they're saying. And the final card I got is wonderful. It's called the Cloak of Vanishing. And it's just a gorgeous card. I'm going to say that it is almost like, I don't know if you ever saw that movie Crash many years ago, but there was a little girl and her father used to wrap her up in a pretend coat that she would be invisible. And it reminded me of that. And that was his small child. So there you go. There's something going on with that. So thank you so much, dear. Yeah. Got to write it out. Oh, you started new training. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because she got the devotee card too, which was on top.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering if she's a good teacher, a good student. But I was thinking, yeah,
that's awesome. Hi, Steve. We'll get to you, sweetheart. You're at the end of the list, but I did see you come in, so we will get to you. All right. And I got Lady Lucia. And all right, I got to get rid of this one. There you go. All right, let's go on to the next person, who is Wild Lilac. You wanted to know what you needed to know right now, but then you put this up. Do others receive when I send love, healing, peace, light? If not, what do I do next to evolve spiritually? I like that. That's a good question. Okay. Let's see what we can come up with. You know, it's been
telling
said
me you put
ahead.
too much stress. She puts too much stress on herself for this, whether they do or not. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we see.
If we evolve,
yeah.
well, what does it say? What does it say?
She has a lot of sleepless
anxious.
nights. Anxious. That's what her opening card was. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so you have what's called not performance anxiety per se, but imposter syndrome to some degree. And as I say that, I kind of feel like the energy of other people rubs off on you too much. And I feel like that's why I got this pain in the back of my head that's sharp. I feel like maybe this is family or people that you're close to that you are actually very much attuned to spiritually. It's almost like you can read them without talking to them. Yeah, and your top card that crosses this makes me think too that you're anticipating sometimes the worst things, that you're not getting through to them enough. Responsibility reversed, so justice reversed. This to me means like, as in the past card, I don't feel like you have been heard, which is what you're saying to me. Okay, but as far as what they're feeling, I'm hearing smothering energy. I'm feeling like Ace of Cups reversed is smothering and not taking enough care of yourself. I feel I got the Five of Swords, which in this deck is the defeat. And sometimes when you let go of something and you know somebody's about to do something wrong, I feel like there might be like a chronic problem someone has either with a disease or with the way they comport themselves in situations, and you've tried to warn them, they haven't listened to you. And then treachery, I got that reversed in the hope and fear, in the sense that they're going to be repeat offenders. There's recidivism there, or whatever it's called. They don't learn, but the outcome is, these are people that Five of Wands, these are people around you that need to learn by doing it themselves, is what I'm hearing. And I don't know if, sometimes and I don't know if it's more men than women. I'm feeling like it's men that aren't listening to you enough. That's what I got.
Okay. All right. Wow. You know, remembering this as well, Jeff, that, you know, we all carry dual sides, female and male sides to us. And so someone with a strong male energy, I've always thought of myself as someone with strong male energy, even though I'm not a man. And there are, you know, vice versa, whatever it is. And it could be somebody that perhaps only two people around you that are sisters. Is one of them carry a lot of male energy, let's put it that way, which means they're kind of brusque, or they're, I don't know, that might very well be. But all right, so I have here for you, while I like learning resources is what they're suggesting that you find. So resources in order to help you create more self-love for yourself, and not to worry as much about the things that you're sending to others, because you're not giving yourself enough.
Yeah,
and I think
got
that's
that
really
too.
the point of what Jeff got. Yeah, you have to care for. One of them is okay. Good. Okay, so that's probably who Jeff was pulling. That this person just has a lot of male energy, but these learning resources can really help you educate yourself into becoming more I hate to say this, but in love with yourself, because we tend to want to make other people happy, but we're not making ourselves happy in the meantime. And they're suggesting that you cut out this right now, take it and cut it out, and work more of, let go and work more with your own world. Use affirmations. Do nice things for yourself. You're not selfish. Those sometimes are the messages we've gotten as children. Well, you're being selfish, you know, because you want to do such and such, and you're not thinking of others. Forget it. Forget it. You need to care for yourself first, and then bring in somebody else that might need your help. I'm getting also that you have a desire to communicate with those around you more, but they don't communicate as much as you would like them to. Or if they do, you may get into a little, you like an argument,
Mhm.
but that you really want to have some of these conversations. This is important to you. But I think if you start to love yourself more, while I like that, these things will happen organically. In other words, you'll be doing something and something will come up and you'll start a conversation about something else, and it will make it easier for you to say how you're really feeling. I don't know. Sometimes we're really stuck with whatever it was that we grew up with, and we need to move out of those patterns. So I hope that helps. They're superficial. Yeah. Yep. I've been to therapy too. Many, many years. I totally get it. Yep. Hello, Willow. It's great seeing you. And Simran, we've got your question as well. Anyway, while I like, big hugs to you. And they can't hear you. No.
They can't hear you. Yeah.
No. And so don't, then don't bother with them.
I feel like she tells them the same things over and over, and she's tried different ways of doing it too.
Yep. That's very true. And, it's either they can't hear you or they don't want to listen. And, it's one or the other. So anyway, thank you, dear. Hello, Anna Wright. Nice to see you. Okay, so love angels. You want to see if this person whose name Anthony, is pursuing you and is serious about you. All right. Well, we'll see what we can come up with. How about that? Yeah. Next will be Risty, and then Kim. And everybody, I've got you if you've put a question up, but we have a list, and so we're working through it. Thank you.
I saw someone putting a necklace around you.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I got I feel like though there's another jealous woman around you. Because there's the Queen of Cups that came in. It doesn't feel like to me it's you. Queen of Cups reversed, sensuality, and she does have a necklace on her.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And then I feel like you're vying for attention from this man, or you're trying to see who can win his heart, or he's a little bit of a Lothario. 7 of Wands reversed. It came in the reverse, but this is what it looks like already.
Is he divorced? I did, Shooting Star. You're all set, honey.
Is he wealthy? And or if he's not wealthy, is he used to getting like what he wants a lot? Because I got the 9 of Cups, the Knight of Swords. This kind of confuses me. Because this can mean in politics bad ideology. It's the Knight of Swords. If you want my honest opinion, I think he's I think he might need some growth. And here's someone eating some paper. What does that remind you of? I feel like he knows you're definitely interested. Star. I think that came in for someone else recently, or maybe it came in for you. I don't know. The opportunity's there, but I don't think he's worthy of you. High Priestess, which is reflection in this deck. So you're definitely internally, you're even having a little bit of doubt. Not so much that he might not be interested, but are you? You're asking yourself that. Freedom. That's the external energy. Kind of trying to figure out, it's the 2 of Wands. Trying to figure out where to really go with something if you want to be around them. There are drawbacks. I feel like people have tried to tell you, but the motivation isn't always clear. Renewal, which is judgment. The fear is that you'll get hurt. I feel like you might have been hurt before. Enlightenment. The Sun. It couldn't hurt for maybe one roll in the hay or something.
Well, she's been dating him a year, she's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I just
yeah.
don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, and I don't know if he's as serious as you'd like him to be. That's what I'm getting.
So the first card I get is the health card, but it isn't like this problem with somebody's health as much as working out or dieting. Are you doing that, or is he doing that? Is he at the gym all the time? Is he a gym rat? Or are you at the gym working out, watching your weight because you want to be perfect for him? I'm not sure. Or it could be that at the health club, if he goes to the health club, there is a temptation of another woman. And Jeff brought that up right away when he first started. And, you know, because I'm an older woman and I've lived a long time, the 20s are a hard time for especially men to become serious with women if they're, they're liking themselves to be out there and having a good time and not be tied. A lot of them. I'm not saying every man. But there's something going on, some kind of gossip or some kind of, you're both at the gym. Okay. So there's some kind of gossip. Somebody is interfering in your relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
You got the same thing. Yeah. So I don't know if it's another woman. I don't know if it's just people that are like, well, I saw your girlfriend talking to this guy over there by the weights, big deal. You were asking if he was done, whatever it was. So I don't know if there's jealousy going on here with him or if he just really doesn't care enough, but there's people talking about him. And he really wants to be like a baby angel. He wants to be a good guy. He wants to be, but he's not ready. He's not
Hi,
mature.
Diana.
Yeah. Hi, Diana. Yeah. Well, you can always schedule a reading with Jeff or myself, and we'd be happy to go into that a little more. But these are very mini readings, so that's about all we can do for tonight. But yeah. All right. It's good to see you, Diana. All right. Okay. So we have Risty next, and Risty wants to, what does Jay think of our conversation the other day? All right. So I have Red Dragon, then SR, then Spider Bite coming up. Yeah, I know. I wave at you and you wave back at me and we can't see each other, but it's all good. You're welcome, Love's Angel. Good luck, honey.
I'm hearing it was one-sided. I'm kind of feeling like one of you got more out of it than the other did as far as changing the foundation. And I don't know if you're going to be buying a house or whatever, but I saw the color black here, which means to me symbolically that what I heard is one person felt shut out. Then I got someone wants things to be the way they used to be. Six of Cups, and or somebody forgets something quite a bit about the other one that makes it impossible to build something where someone else isn't picking up on someone else's emotion. And I feel like it's an injustice that came in reversed. Okay, and then the Wheel of Fortune came in reverse. So this is, it's almost like you're trying to force the change, but the change is already there. There's something you can't go back and change, or he can't go back and change about his demeanor or the way he handled something. And that's where the black is. It's like a barrier. It's like not being able to see it willfully. It's like willful blindness is what I'm hearing. And this, by the way, is the Wheel of Fortune in this card.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Destiny reversed.
Yeah.
And that's what's weighing on you guys so much right now. Illusions. Okay, so obviously Seven of Cups, but this, when it came in reversed. So I kind of feel like you've honed in on that one thing and you can't trick yourself anymore. You did get to a point where you thought, hey, we fixed this. But I don't necessarily know, based on these cards, if that conversation you had the effect you wanted it to. Six of Pentacles reversed. Someone just yesed you. They went like, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
There was no give and take, no reciprocity.
Been there, done that.
Knight of Cups reversed. I kind of feel like more of that. He'll yes you, and you will accept it because you really want things to work. I just saw like a vase breaking or something. And anxious, so Nine of Swords. I don't know if it maybe is about someone's health. Someone's not listening, but they're attracting the external energy is someone getting maybe a little bit ill. Authority, Hierophant reversed, I believe. No, Emperor reversed. You're afraid of being seen as the heavy because it came in the hopes and fears. And in the outcome, Knight of Wands. So I kind of feel like whatever is supposed to happen is supposed to happen for the better. Because with this card, enthusiasm, and then even though it is the Knight of Wands, there isn't a guarantee. That's more Lothario energy of promises. And I feel like it's another one of those one-sided situations. Yep. Sorry.
Well, hate to say it too, but look, I got finances. You brought that up. You said something about buying a house, I think, or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Okay. Well, I'm just thinking there was a financial thing that showed up, but look what I get for the third time. Luck. And so I'm thinking that this person is unavailable. And that's what Jeff said.
Yeah.
The person wasn't listening. The person wasn't responding. There was no back and forth conversation as much as you would have liked it to be. So there's some shutting down. And the next thing is you really do want to go back to the disco ball, if you know what I mean. It's like the nightlife, have some fun, go out and let your hair down, go to some parties, that kind of thing. And it's not happening. And you're spending a lot of time going to bed early. Yeah. Sorry. We don't like doing readings that aren't happy readings.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. Hello, Pierrette. And hello, Amanda. It's good to see you guys. Yeah. I sure hope things are okay with you too. All right. And so we have beautiful Kim, and let's see what she needs to know today.
General.
So, Kim, I'm getting that you're feeling somewhat monitored by somebody. I get surveillance state, and I'm not really feeling like it's, Big Brother or anything, but I'm feeling like somebody's watching what you're doing and they're making choices or judging. Huh? And so look at the way that she's sitting. She's kind of just sitting going, what the heck's going on? Why am I feeling this way? The second one I get is that transitional shifts are coming your way. There's going to be a big change coming for you. So maybe what you're feeling is that your guides are monitoring you in order to get you ready for this transitional shift. So there's a lot of things that can happen with that. And they're saying, don't sabotage yourself. The only person that if you sabotage yourself, it's your enemy within. So don't allow yourself to question whatever it is, or to fear it, or not to walk into it, because the only thing, what is it? The only fear is fear itself. I think that was Roosevelt, but anyway. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
Have you lost money in the past on investments or in any sort of venture that involved your own initiative, meaning like a business or anything like that? Because what I'm getting from these cards and the energy in the beginning wasn't that good. It's it's kind of not right now. Is that you're actually going to be able this year to build a new fortress, and they're showing me not just a house but a fortress. You need protection, and they're saying for some reason from yourself. Let me show you the cards I got. You came out with the page with the Page of Pentacles reversed, which to me means corruption. But when you got it with this card, the Profit and Loss card, which is the Two of Pentacles, it's telling me that you've learned some hard lessons about money. You've also been in a position where you may have had a lot of money at one point from a job, because this was on top of you. And one of the things that stuck out to me, and again, this is just my going out on a limb, is that this is the devil in this card. I don't know if you had a bad investor or there was someone around you that you trusted dearly, but they misled you to the point where, with the Seven of Cups reversed, it's telling me that you know how when your logic and your this is what's coming in, your logic and your reason are telling you no, your heart's telling you yes. And that one thing on which you could focus that would actually be the betterment of you that you could have done, you didn't, and things spiraled. And I'm thinking spiraled only because of the radius of this. So what I'm telling you is now is the time that you can be in this energy, because you're attracting stability. You must have changed something about it, because also the external energy around you is positive. Okay. But what I am a little worried about is, but it came in reversed. This is actually a time where you're thinking of taking another risk, because I view the the Five of Pentacles, or the excommunication from the church, or whatever it's called. When I read it reversed, it's about taking a risk. So if you're thinking of doing it, now's the time to, because this is actually the time, whether it's financial or not, I don't know. But this is the time, motivation-wise, where you get the Ace of Swords coming in upright. So you've changed something, and I think it's good. And I don't know what it is, but...
Yeah. But you got the same card with regard to trusting herself, that only, if she was her own worst enemy, but I like the positive energy that comes in at the end.
I do. Yeah. And I noticed that. I know that I'm drawing the right cards when there's a difference on the backstory,
Sure. Yeah. All right, Kim.
Oh, if they're all horrible. I'm like, oh shit. Why is this so bad?
Start, yeah. Okay, so the next person we have is SR. Then we have Spider Bite, probably mindless, and Emil, Shooting Star, Lady Lucia, M. Steve, Simran, and Anna Wright. So those are that's where you're going, everybody, if you're still here. So got to be here to be read. Let us know you're here. All right.
SR Kish, do you like roses, or have you ever been are you into fragrances at all? Because they're letting me smell a rose, and they're also telling me that this is strange, rose water, but I don't know. Let me see.
No, that's not really that strange. It's almost like Florida water, and you know what I mean. It has a healing component to it. Yeah. All right. I don't want to interrupt you. Is it okay if I go?
I don't have
Okay.
anything yet.
So SR, I've got that you have sort of leveled up with somebody, and that you are graduating onto something new. And so there's recognition and achievement for this thing new, and you learn something new. And so I know you're not having a real graduation, but it's like a leveling up. Okay. And you're going to get something unexpected. And I wonder if that is I won't say, a real gift or a proposal or anything like that, but maybe this person is a gift for you. This is a gift. This person that has walked into your life, and but he may be a bit stubborn or uncompromising, but it also looks like this person has a lot of money. It says riches and wealth. So yeah, she loves perfume, she says. Yeah.
Does she? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead. I don't know if you're done yet, Aley. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I still get this energy that SR Kitchen, I know I've read for you before. I'm getting some of what Aley's saying, only I feel like you're a good manifester and you don't realize it. And I'm going to tell you why. In answer to your question about he and his feelings or plans for us, I'm getting that you already have plans that are about to come to fruition. I don't think I agree with Aley. I don't think the relationship per se I'm reading between the lines of what she said. I don't know if it's with this man or P or whoever, or if it's with yourself, but this is pretty good energy. The only question right now is there's something about which you're in a little bit of a denial about that you need to set yourself free from. So what I did get was overconfidence, which is the 9 of Cups reversed. So there's this one thing, if this one thing could be different, you're always thinking that, then everything would be different. And then judgment, you're very harsh on yourself. You need to stop doing that because it came in reverse. That's a harsh judgment on you. And I really think that for this to happen, which I think the energy is about to manifest. I think what Aley said's right. This is the World card in this tarot. But see, I don't know if you have body issues or any type of issues in the past that might have been self-consciousness issues. Those are still playing a role for you because you got the Queen of Cups reversed. But there is a plan. You guys have a solid plan, or you have a solid plan for yourself. You just there's something about which right now you need to become untethered from, because this is the 2 of Swords. And I feel like all the different things that could be tempting you, and I don't know if anyone has a history with addiction or anything like that, but this is disappointment, which is the Tower in this deck. So please try and, because it's the external end, please try and temper the expectation a little bit. I think this could work out if Page of Swords reversed. I don't know if one of you was a student when you two met, or if you're studying something right now, but the timing of this, they're telling me, is better than it was years ago. Action reversed. So this is, if you look at the card, she's kind of running toward, in this in this deck, this is funny. It's the Chariot, and she's running toward a cupcake, right? That one treat. If I do this, it doesn't unfortunately work that way. So the hope and fear is that the brass ring will be there. The only promise that you can make, that you can keep, is to yourself. And with regard to the plans for you guys, I do get the King of Wands at the end. So I don't think I think you have a vision that might differ slightly from his. but I feel like he might be more receptive to you now than he might have been in the past.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Good
He
luck,
was a
SR.
student. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the page of the page of swords can be a student, a spy.
Mhm.
It can be a whistleblower. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, cool. We have some of those around. Literally blowing whistles. As a matter of fact, Keith bought me a whistle. So yeah. So we'll see. I don't think I want to go anywhere with it, but I have it. So all right. So Spider Bite says that she's a
I
woman.
believe.
We know.
Okay.
Do you know?
I'll be right back. I got to turn the light on for the
You have to
Instacart.
turn the light on. Okay, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. A general reading, you'd like to see what message Spirit has for you. Okay. Thank you. Mhm. Hello, Amanda. Okay. You like frogs at all, Spider Bite? It sounds like a weird question. The reason I asked you was because the first card I got was Froggy Grotto, which is really cool. It's one of those magical cards, being out in the forest, and frog medicine shows up here for you. And you know what's really interesting is that the frog has become the symbol for resist in people that are protesting, and people are dressed up as this little frog. And so the reason I bring that up is because I'm thinking, what is it that you are resisting? Okay. And, whatever the reader is reading, usually something sticks out that brings in that kind of thing. So I'm going to say that first. And then the next card is the door into summer. So it could be that you're resisting something and you're not quite ready to step through the doorway yet in order to meet what it is you want to do. But by the summertime, it's very possible you will be ready and you will be able to step through that doorway. And the next card I have is the reason that it may not occur until that time is they want you to be as healthy as possible, and vitally well. And so I don't know if you have, issues in the wintertime, maybe you don't feel good. I know myself, I have fibromyalgia. It's really hard for me at times because I get all achy. But whatever this resistance is, or maybe your resistance is low, they're wanting you to be healthy. And even though this is the summer window of opportunity, really isn't that, if you think about it, isn't really that far away. I mean, I hate to say that, but good God, it was just September and now it's January. So I don't know if this makes any sense as to what's going on with you. I feel like it's a very positive reading for you. And it's just saying you may have to wait. Yes, you'll have to wait for the cupcake, which is your personal satisfaction, until you get through this process of whatever you're resisting, what you're going to step into, and that you're taking good care of yourself.
So at the heart of this, and I did a Lenormand on this because I was called to that with you, is loyalty to self. And I think Aley's right here. I really think, though, that I don't know if you had a diagnosis come in recently about something or a message about something that changed, but I kind of feel like there's been some level of stress in your life about things that have been uncertain. And that uncertainty has led to premature decisions that may have been in haste, but you felt something coming before it was. You also have gifts too about things that are about to unfurl. And I think one of the problems, or one of the good things, call it a blessing, call it a curse, is that you actually can read through something before it actually happens, in the sense that if it's going to affect you in a given way, you kind of, will protect yourself. But what they're telling me is that even amidst all the stress and all the protection that you give yourself, this is the way things come together in the universe. They were supposed to come that way. You've learned from them. My guides are telling me, your guides are telling my guides not to hold yourself back anymore, not to be in that fetal position as much as you have been.
Wow.
I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
Sometimes she says, sometimes. So she is in Australia where it is summertime, which I find interesting. But, and she says she's healthy. So I just want to say that sometimes there are other types of health, not just physical health. There's mental, spiritual, that sort of thing. And I think what Jeff said, if I may, and you can tell me if you agree or not, that's fine. But it's almost as though you have the gift, and you have the gift and you can do the gift, but you haven't owned it yet, or there's something holding you back from that gift. And that may be
Spider bite, yeah, like leave the house more, maybe. Yeah. I mean, I don't like leaving the house, so I'm the last person. Although I went out today. Well, that's a story for a different time, but I always thought Uber pet meant mandatorily they could take pets. I think I learned my lesson today, because my uncle wanted to send me to the Hanover Mall here in Massachusetts to get something fixed for his watch. So I was going to take Trooper. The guy comes in and he's like, no, we don't, they can refuse it, because I looked it up on Google. I thought maybe before we went, it was for pets, just for like, what do you call it? If it's mandatory, it has to be for therapy dogs. But I guess any one of them can refuse it. I didn't know that Uber Pet was a compartmentalized thing away from it. I don't know why I'm telling you this.
I had no idea. Yeah. We take our pets into Safeway, grocery store. Here they don't care. Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, we always ask here, but they let them in everywhere. We take them to the bank, they get treats and whatever. But where did I get on this? Oh, the dog. So the dog in the middle of this, I think the loyalty to self now has to come. And the loyalty to self is telling me that getting out, probably, if you think it would be more, even though I don't like to go out, would be good. Yeah.
Well, get your feet on Mother Earth and walk. You don't know how to own your gifts yet. Is that what I'm getting, Spider?
Yeah, I think she's got psychic gifts too.
I think so too. Yeah. You having terrible brush fire. Well, you can't go out in the brush fires. No. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's no good. So this is in general, hon. It isn't like go today and do this. Yeah. But we think that you have gifts. As far as owning those gifts, it's accepting them and asking for more information about them, or taking classes, or finding ways to work with your energies. And but I think you do too. So I'm sorry you
I think those might be some of the things bothering her, like shadow work or something, some dark thoughts maybe. Because that came,
You don't know how to own your own gifts.
Yeah.
And it's a work in progress, sweetheart. It really is. And it took me, I had to almost completely release my attachment to anything, that I had to do this or I had to do that. And I just started focusing on one thing at a time and what interested me most, that kind of thing. But a lot of people are feeling the same way you are, but they are opening up, everybody. People are opening to their gifts, and they don't even realize that they've had them. So, yeah. You're welcome. We're here to support you.
Oh, thank you, Spider Bite.
Yeah. Thank you. And I send a lot of love to you down in Australia. Thank you for your, yeah. All right, so we have probably mindless, then AMLL, then shooting star. Okay, just let us know you're here so we can read for you. You want to ask what's coming next for you in love?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Well, like you disconnect from the 3D world for 2 days. Now there's a way of owning your gifts. It is. Yeah. Yeah. If you're able. Yeah. Oh yes, absolutely. Amanda and I are in Seattle, Washington, Spider Bite, and we're going to send you rain vibes. We got enough to go around. Thank you, probably. Yeah. Love, love, love.
Is there someone with the letter P or R around you besides you? Because I'm getting somebody like Peter or Paul, Mary. No, just kidding. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think, boy, you really are romantic, and I'm going to tell you why. I got the ambitions card, like, to me, it's not a canary in a coal mine, but ambitions in this card is the Eight of Pentacles, which is Saturn and Taurus. I believe that you want to be taken care of. And I also believe, too, that there's something here about put career ahead a lot of the time. And I think with the publicity card, this is the Two of Swords. I mean, yeah, no. What is this? The Page of Swords. I think you haven't put yourself out there the way you feel you have, and you've been trying dating and you've been trying all these things. And I kind of feel like you've tried different approaches to dating, maybe, because with this card, as I said, it can be a card about learning or spying or whistleblowing. You might have even caught someone in the act in the past. But what I think is coming is that Chariot, you're going to be actually, and you're in a position now full force to be like at the top of the love game is what they're telling me. Motivation. The King of Wands, though. Someone's caught your attention, but let's see here. Okay. So man, you jump into things quickly. And you do it for the right reasons, but those feelings aren't necessarily returned as quickly as they should be with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, let's see what it's telling me now. Yeah. Who was the prototypical love for you? Your first love still inflects a lot of the romance that you have now. And I don't know if you've kind of reunited with somebody who maybe you two had like different paths in life, but you're going to be reunited again. I'm also thinking, based on this, that another 3 card, and 3s are kind of important in the tarot. I'd forget the reasoning, but this particular card, growth reversed. So this was growth. 3 of Wands. Have you ever lived abroad and met someone and fallen in love abroad, or been an army brat, or had someone in your life like that taken from you? I'm wondering. Knight of Swords, criticism. Yeah. So I feel like there was a harsh judgment about the way someone had to leave abruptly. And I don't know if I'm getting the sense of loss now. A little bit of loss. Boredom. 4 of Cups reversed. So when it's reversed, there's psychic things, there's a connection. The hope and fear is that connection would be broken or it wouldn't be there anymore. I feel like someone from your past is coming back in, hon. And strength reversed. You've got to tighten up what they're telling me. My guides are telling me is you've got to tighten up the expectation. This man is not going to be perfect. In fact, far from it, but he's the one. Oh, and you did say, is he the one? Yeah. I think he's the one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
Well,
don't know what Aley got.
yeah, I got intimate communication.
Okay.
Yeah. I have here that there's a lot of sexual attraction and we'll trying to impress. Look at the high, when I get the high heels, it's like you want to impress this person because you feel very drawn to them. And when you're together, it's like an explosive. It's like you have a really good sex life, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I feel like he's the one for her. But she just said, I
but
know
look,
he's
I got
coming
the
back.
travel card. I got the travel card, and that's what you said. So it's that maybe somebody you met when you were traveling, or maybe you're going to travel again, or maybe the two of you will travel together somewhere. But you doubt he's coming back. He's in a long-term. So it may be somebody like him.
And that's what I said prototypical for. The prototypical first love. Yeah, that could be why I said that.
Yep. This person might remind you of them, or they might have the same qualities as they do, or you just feel really, really connected to this person. So yeah, I think it's gonna be all right. And I know you don't want to break up a relationship with somebody, but it's gonna be like
maybe they do.
Maybe they do. Hello, Judith Anderson and Just Visiting. Yeah, nice to see you both. Yeah. All right, is AMLL here? We got Shooting Star, Lady Lucia. Let me know you're here. I know Shooting Star is. M. Steve, are you still here? Simran and Anna Wright. Okay, because we are over an hour, but we're going to finish those people if they're here.
I'll keep going. You've cheered me up. You cheered me up today, you guys. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. Just call me Dot. I got my Dot shirt on. Yeah. Simran's here. Anna's here. Thank you. Amal. Okay, good, Amal. Or AMLL. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Anna's here. Thank you for letting me know, guys and gals. All right.
We have a troll.
Yeah, I just moved that right along. Okay. There's always somebody, isn't there? Anyway, all right. What qualities does D like about you? All right. Let's see. Let's see what D likes about you. Thank you, Just Visiting. Thank you.
That you like math.
You like math?
They like math. Yeah. That's what I heard. Maybe it's because you said the word D. You said the letter D.
Oh,
like it's in,
I had this friend, his name was David Dennis Dorr, and he used to call himself D cubed. All right. Let's see. Ooh, we're getting kind of kinky here tonight. Thank you, Steve. All right. So what I get for you is I got V is for vendetta. And so the qualities this person likes about you, that you fight for the greater good and that you put away petty differences. So you're a balanced person. You're a kind person. You're not a judgmental person. And that's what D likes. D also likes that I got the handcuffs. Now I'm just not going to say anything more. So maybe you want to get some handcuffs, but it might be that you don't tie him down. That could probably be what it is. Yeah. That you're not, you don't have to see him every second and, you got to come over every night or whatever, but that you're very, very, understanding of that. And the last one I get is, do you want to travel more? because I got the world globe. So, there are people that like to travel and people that never want to travel anywhere. And, your goal is to find the person that you want to spend some time with that likes the same things you do. So I don't know if you're willing to travel, or it could be the opposite. He likes that you don't want to fly off and go somewhere else. So I'm going to leave it at that and see what Jeff has for you.
I got a couple things here. So these are mainly good things. It's funny though what Aley said in the beginning though about, because I very much agree with it. She said something about the way you're willing to go to bat, regardless of what anyone else thinks or how they approach it. Because I got the Three of Pentacles, which is about contracts and it's about agreements, and it may have been at a certain point that either someone was about to get married, a dowry was involved. I don't know. I just heard that. And then something took them out of that relationship and brought them to you. They like that you don't adhere to the rules of, and I got conformity reverse, which is the Hierophant. You don't adhere to standards, norms, things that would be, especially in a marriage situation, maybe in a country where it's, very much different from here, although soon we could be on the path back to that sort of Handmaid's Tale and all that other stuff, but whatever. This Eight of Cups means walking away from something for love, or walking away or taking self-responsibility. But when it's coming in the position that you're feeling it now, this person would do absolutely, you would do absolutely anything for them. I'm also getting with the poverty. In the past, they redefined for you what it meant to be in loss, meaning that it wasn't all about money. You could have met somewhere where you were both making a ton of money, or one of you was, and that helps you to provide. Because at the fact that she or he can be lazy, I came in with this. They don't have to. They can stay inside here if they want to. They can, be a cage bird and stay that way. But on top of it, with the dreamer, the fact that there's that element of romanticism there without it being tainted by too much triviality, that you both get down to brass tacks pretty well. And I got motivation. So the fact that you're a good provider is what I'm hearing. Whatever she's needing right now, or he's needing, I'm wondering if you're female. I don't know. But I kind of feel like there's this combination of sharing roles that are cut out for men, you will do those. Roles that are cut out for women, you will do those too. Knight of Wands. So the messaging that that there always can be more. The fuse can be relit if you guys are ever feeling like, and I don't feel like this way, if you're ever bored, you always come up, you're creative, you're coming up with stuff. And then the sunlight. Yeah, I thought you were male. I thought you were male, then I got female as I was going along.
Yeah. But D is a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, D is a guy. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Wow. That is awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Shooting Star, and then M. Steve, and Simran and Anna. So we're getting
Do you mean for you or in general, Shooting Star? You mean you, right? Can we read it that way, Aley?
I think so, yeah. Okay. I don't think they pretty much care if we got it or not.
Well, money falling from the sky.
Yeah, that would be nice. So. That Shooting Star, yeah. If you want us to, we'll be happy to share it with you too. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Do you have a car with high horsepower, Shooting Star? Or did you ever have something with high horsepower?
I've got some really good news. The first thing is it says be strategic. So it could be that I know for myself, I'm always going into my 401k and saying, should I move anything? You know, that kind of thing, depending on what's going on in the crazy world. But that's kind of like they're saying, make sure you take one move at a time. Okay. And that it seems as if you are strategic, that will happen. They're saying it's a double-edged edged sword, though, because there might be some kind of conflict with somebody about it. And it isn't that someone's going to steal it or anything, but it's like, oh, you got all that money. Where are we going? Or what are you going to pay for? Can you pay my credit card off? Or can we go, you know, whatever it is. There may be a bit of a conflict about it, because what you want is to bank it or put it in savings, let's say, at least some of it. And it could be that this person would rather you didn't. But they're saying protect what's yours and what you have. Make sure what you have is safe. And that's a message actually to anybody. Always make sure that not everything is jointly held, that you have a little bit of stuff in your own name. And that's just common sense. But I think that if you're strategic, yes, monetary abundance can come to you this year. Yeah. You had
money looks to me like it's been a factor in previous lives and this life that is come and gone, and or she's had to have been a slave to worrying about it constantly. So and it's funny she mentioned her husband at the end there, because I did get something with regard to that makes me think now that it's he, because the King of Swords came in at the end. But let me go through this. I did want to just point out that in the external, which made me think in a lot of ways, ding, 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 this has always been a problem. It's the Four of Pentacles. And in the Four of Pentacles, it's characterized by a man who's wearing the face of money. But it's always been more, it's like you've been holding it, the points at which you've been holding on to it weren't always the right points, where you might have actually wanted to take a risk, did take a risk, or you could have gone and done something or gone somewhere. Because I'm getting this energy of like, you asked in the beginning if there would be a lot for you. I'm getting this give and take energy and this mercenary energy where it's like you just keep having to work and work and work. And it's like this charitable sort of ring around the rosy here. And this is like mercenary work, you know, not doing things you do like when you'd rather be traveling or you'd rather be going somewhere. And I kind of feel like this is the time when you should be doing that, and you're being held back from it as a result of the fact that I think you're more practical than, or your husband's more practical, or one of you is more practical than the other. Because at the end, I feel like only he makes the decisions or holds more tightly to, what's the expression, to the money or something like that. But the whole concern is that you're going to die for not having done certain things, but it's chronic. It'll turn around. I mean, it came in this card. I feel like if he can come around more to your way of thinking about money, you can do those things and go to those places that you've always wanted to.
But at the very least, I think that you do need to have some money of your own. Yes. And be strategic, because then you'll be able to do what you want to do. And Jeff could have been reading this about me right now, but it's the opposite.
I'm horrible with money. I've always been horrible with it. No, not just because I haven't.
I'm the only one working, and I'm the one that handles the money because,
I mean,
but I'm very
DNGGBT.
DNGGBT. I'm sorry, we can't we can't read you tonight, because we are in the middle of a second hour, and I have a show in about an hour, and I've got to have a break between. So you're trying to find work right now. Well, good for you, Shooting Star. Yeah. I think that that's what you need to do. And it's not because you're going anywhere. And if you are, that's fine too. But it's because we all need to have some money of our own, you know. So there you go. Yeah. Thank you, dear. All right. If Lady Lucia 2000 is here, please let me know, because I've got you here, but if you're not here, we were not going to read it. But we have M. Steve, Simran, and Anna, and I know they're here. So that's where we are right now. It was a blow when you got laid off. Oh yeah, hon. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yay, M. Steve. It's getting to be straight financially optimistic. Is a lot going on behind the scenes I'm just not seeing. I feel really bad things aren't moving for you, Steve. Wow. And I know that you're working hard to take care of mom. You're welcome, Shooting Star. All right. The first card I get is a camera, which is you're focusing too much on some of the past. And I don't mean your mother. I mean, your mother was, in the past for many years. But it's like they want you to focus on the future and that's hard to do if you're going through money issues. So they were asking you to try and make your focus clearer and to keep yourself grounded, because you got the tree. And every time I get the tree, I think of the green leaves on the tree. They represent money. So this is what you're dealing with. And this is something that you've been dealing with now for at least 6 months to a year, I think. And you're feeling very, very powerless. And so it's understandable, because, you may have to sell, you may have to, whatever it is that you're needing to do. There is something going on here. And they're saying you need a reality override, and that perception deception is holding you back. And I'm not quite sure if that means that you're focusing more on what you don't have rather than what you do have or do. Because if things don't move fast enough for us, we usually are like, I'm never going to get this taken. This is never going to work. And we use a lot of negativity. And so it's very, very, and it sounds real mamby-pamby, and I'm sorry. You know me, though. I'm not trying to excuse your pain at all. But there's something about our mindset that is important. And I'm wondering if you have talked to a financial counselor or a banker or a lawyer or somebody that can, clue you in as to how you can. And I don't know if that means you could do a reverse mortgage. And that may be the wrong thing to do, because I'm not, I don't do that anymore. But it might be there's something there. Your perception is deceiving you.
Yeah, I think it's with you. I think it's with you because my guides told me yes. And you do know what this is. I feel like you've been divorced and might have been taken to the cleaners, or it was one of those marriages in a certain state where in a marriage, it's 50-50 down the line. There's a term for it. But you got tricked. Okay. And then there's something that you're trying to work out in your mind that you think would actually be more clever about, because this can be about being clever. Someone might have been clever and took advantage of you. This is about protection, or if it's in a political, it can be about Russia. But the block here, there's something about a little girl. I don't know if you had a child in that marriage that made you have to pay child support, or if you had, because when she became an adult, or if this is her mother, if you had to pay alimony, I kind of feel like you're still paying it, and you kind of feel like you should be at an age where, and I'm going to tell you why, this is for abundance, where the abundance should be higher, and it came in on the bottom. I think you're good at assessing your situation, but like Aley said, I feel like there's something else there that has to do with, if I were to look at these, that has to do with your own, I don't think it's management of money. I think it's more how it's like penis envy is what they're telling me, how you view money, how you see money.
How you see, yeah, well, I understand that, because if you grow up with a poverty mindset, then like my mother used to always say, we can't afford this. We can't afford this. And that was the mindset, you know, but you hit it on the head, but it was his own mother that he's been taking care of for years.
Yeah, she came in on the bottom, which made me think too that I don't know, because I got it all wrong on every front with him basically, but what I'm wondering is if there's like a something that was either a mental issue for her that was pervasive in her life that made it, when you were a kid, more and more important to be wary of what she was doing, taking care of her. Like it's not just about the money. You've been taking care of her for so long that I feel like you don't know freedom in the way that maybe you should. Or I shouldn't say it like that. Yeah.
And I don't know how long, or if your dad was ever in the mix. I don't know how long you've been sort of the man of the family, you know, and he took that up, I believe. Medicaid will control the house though it stays in her name. Okay. Yeah.
That's interesting to me. I never knew that Medicaid could do that, could control a home. I didn't know that. Is that it's just contingent on making sure she gets care, right? That the Medicaid.
Yeah, and it's just in her name. So
okay.
My friend of mine, when he was probably about 10 years before his parents passed, they put their house in his name. And so when they passed, it was his house. So he didn't have to pay, you know, it worked out for him. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So dad's 10 years. Okay. So you've been pulling the weight of this for at least 10 years. And that's a hard row to hoe, Steve. And he just lost one of his sisters. You know, he's very generous. Yeah, he's very generous with his family. So yeah, it's almost as though you love we know you love your family, but you have been tethered financially. I think that's what he was trying to say, what Jeff was trying to say. And it's difficult to not know that freedom of being able to do what it is that you want to do, even though you're not saying that you don't care and you don't, you know, it's not anything to do with your feelings. So, but it's hard. It's really hard. I really want you to see if you can talk to somebody that's in the financial, and don't go out and spend $500 to do it, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. I know, honey. I know. But maybe somebody can figure out a way of doing this where maybe you can get a different mortgage or something. I don't know. And I don't even know if your mother's in her faculties can sign for things like that. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sorry though, Steve.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we love you, Steve. All right. We want a general reading for Simran and a general reading for Anna. And then we are done for this Friday night. And we'll be back in 2 weeks on Jeff's channel with myself, also simulcasting. Okay. Thank you, Simran.
Simran, do you live on the West Coast, whatever country you're in? I don't mean the last part in a bad way. I'm getting
right.
West
It could
Coast.
Be the West Coast of Australia. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm getting. Are you feeling vulnerable about something? Is there something that's going on in your life that you're kind of defensive about, or feeling vulnerable about? Somebody maybe, or it may be like you'll lose your job, or you may get evicted, or I'm not trying to be all negative, but it's like there's something that you've got your shields up. It could even be a person that's not very helpful or kind to you. You're in Australia, Sydney, Australia? Okay, thank you. Not sure what coast that's on, but
neither coast.
West Coast, actually. So the next card for you is the Anchor. And what you're looking for is safety and stability. Are you having an issue with your job? You're jobless. Okay. All right. That's it, Simran. That's it. You are feeling very defensive because you're jobless and you feel defeated because you worked hard. All right, sweetheart. All right. Yeah, you were dedicated to that job. That's what this card is telling me. You had a good bond with them and you're kind of like befuddled or you're confused as to why this didn't work out for you. And anybody not working would be feeling vulnerable. So that makes a lot of sense. You are going to have to make some tough decisions. But the good news is you're at a crossroads. You're at a fork in the road. So I'm feeling like if you can move out of the feelings of defeat and start going out and hitting the pavement, so to speak, and looking for work. And I know it is summertime in Australia. Maybe that's a good time to be. I don't know. And I don't know what your industry is, but there's you're at a fork in the road, and that's a good thing. That means things may change, but you have tunnel vision. In other words, you're only seeing the bad aspects of what happened to you, and they're wanting you to open that up and realize that you are valuable, that you can do any job that you set your mind to, and that you need to be looking for. They terminated you, all right, and you need to spend some time doing some cleansing of. And I don't mean you have to go take a shower, but what I mean is you got to get these negative vibes off you. Not everybody's going to treat you this way, okay? Not everybody's going to treat you and make you feel defeated. But when we're in the midst of it, we feel like it's all our fault. But I'm not getting that it was all your fault. And so you're going to have to make sort of a shift in your mindset. Yeah.
I get a lot of the aura of the color green for you in this deck. I got 3 cards in a row on this deck. I actually pulled 2 decks. And one of them, they were all about regeneration, the frog, the scarab, and the other one is actually the old lady who's on the cover. Mm-hmm. And she's in green too. I kind of feel like you might have been drinking for a while after this. I feel like you were wrongfully terminated, or if you weren't wrongfully terminated, they didn't give you enough reason, because I kind of feel like someone took your position who might have been younger or cheaper, but I also feel like based on the tarot cards that I drew, there was something shady going on behind the scenes here, because I got the Page of Pentacles reversed, which is a message about corruption. I also got a 5 of Wands, and this is an interesting card because it can be about players on a stage. It's something in Shakespeare that reminds me of this card where they're all battling. But there's something also going on here where everyone's intention is the same, but it's not guided by anything that's principled, in the sense that a 5 is about a stop, halt, and hold. And I don't think it meshed with your integrity. I feel like things might have been done that you might have disagreed with, and or principally, given the knowledge you have of the position, because this is the light of one, they weren't listening to you. Deception, and I got some level of this reverse, something being stolen from you. It's the 7 of Swords in the regular.
Yep. Backstab.
I think more than the money, I think losing the job, this is the way you feel right now, it's more the principle of it than the money. Although the money is important too, obviously. The way they actually treated you when you left showed a lack of respect for what you had contributed. And then I got, at the end, it was like, man, I had just been stabbed not only in the front and the back, because the Knight of Pentacles, this is actually, believe it or not, the Knight of Pentacles, the lover. I don't feel like it was an amicable parting of ways. Let's just say that. And then I get the Justice card is coming in for you. You're going to find it, but the way you're going to find it I think is going to be a little bit more of a renewal for you. I think what Aley said back when she said something about nose to the grindstone, I got ear to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning like,
Yep.
you need to protect yourself, but you also need to be in that position where these regenerative cards that I was talking about, where you're looking in and you're protecting yourself and you're not drinking, don't get bitter. Okay. And that's in green.
Mm-hmm.
Regenerative for a frog. I know Aley said frog can mean something else now too. I forget if it had to do with drunk, but yeah. And then the ankh for protection. So I do not see this being a long-term thing for you. What my concern is though, is that you're going to carry this, and you have to be, because after the first time I've been let go 7 times from different jobs. Sometimes it was my fault, but as I got older, it wasn't. So luck of the draw. I mean, the biggest one I've lasted 7 years. I've been at this one 4. So, whatever.
It is very depressing, but if you've got people backstabbing you, which is exactly what he saw as well.
I feel like
I agree with him. I agree with him, but you've got to change your attitude. And go get through whatever you need to get through. If you need to, take a walk on the beach or whatever it is that can make you happy, keep your feet in the sand and say, I'm going to change tomorrow. I'm going to work on this. I think we both think you're going to find something that you're going to be happy with. So best of luck to you. Yeah. And he says, true, not money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, money, yes, but
yes, but no, no one,
reason.
No one needs to be, bled dry or, you know what I mean? Like, the principle of it is important, just as is the money.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So we have Anna, and you'd like a general. All righty. Let's see what
you're welcome, Sam.
Yeah, you're welcome. That is interesting. The first card I get is mask, that there is some kind of hidden feelings or secrets or somebody hiding their true intentions. When I get this, sometimes I feel as though they'll like smile in your face, but they don't really like you, or there's some kind of an issue going on, or they're not telling you the truth about something. I've seen this before with people talking about their boss, and their boss is saying, oh, you're a wonderful worker and all that stuff. But that's the feeling just isn't, it's not being reciprocated. It's like what they say and what they do is totally different. So keep your eye out for that, because there are a lot of people that walk around with masks. But some good ideas and a sudden realization is going to come to you because the light bulb moment is here. So it could be that you finally realize something that you have been wondering about for a very long time. Or it could be that you may invent something new for yourself due to the fact that something is not as it seems, and you want to move away from that. I get 3 people. 3 people are involved in this. I don't know what 3. I don't know if you're one of the 3, but there's a third party. And I'm wondering if the third party is the mask, if there's somebody that's not telling the truth about something. And I've gotten this before where, for instance, I've gotten it with in-laws before. So, the son and the mother, they get along well, and the mother says they love the daughter, but they really don't. They don't like, and they talk crap about them. I'm not suggesting that's what this is, but all I'm saying is that there's something going on with behind the scenes. And it says, remember that where there is smoke, there is fire. So it's just a warning to be careful, really be careful about who you trust and what you say and how you feel and how all that manifests.
Okay, so do you have by any chance any sort of health problem? Any sort of issue that is not being addressed yet? Because what I got was a chronic sort of thing where when death comes in reversed, and I'm going to look at the card beneath it, it's not like a death, it's a change, or it's an issue with regard to something that might be chronic that you've learned to live with. And I don't mean it necessarily medically, but it could be where you can't recover from it because you can't identify it, and you're up at night, sleepless, insomnia. I don't know. And what's interesting about it is this is the Four of Wands. You've actually been the provider. You've been the person that everyone's relied on. And I'm wondering if at this time in your life, you know how to rely on other people, if you've ever had to be that, because yeah, everyone sees you as happy-go-lucky. The energy on top of you is pretty positive, and you hide a lot. Well, I'm reading the estrangement card here with the Five of Cups. I'm reading it as a divorce, or this stasis of emotion where you're not getting what you need because you're not asking for it. And also there was this disappointment that I feel might tie to something that happened, where, the Nine of Swords is insomnia. So that would make sense literally with the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. The issue for me with the marriage card, it is a Ten of Cups card. It's a family card. It's like a family gone wrong. And I kind of feel like right now, there's some things that need to be said that aren't being said. And that's why I got Judgment reversed. You need to stop being so hard on yourself, either about a divorce or about something with the kids or something, because I think more than anything, these ending cards aren't good, but they're, I think, a warning. I think Aley said something about that. A tower is what's the hope and fear. I think you don't want to replay something over again that you've been having to go through routinely. But I don't think you have. I feel like the way to do it is to get something off your chest. I don't know what that means, though.
It is very interesting, Anna, that there's a lot of us that are not sleeping. I didn't sleep well last night. I don't sleep well 5 out of 7 days a week. And this just because we're so PTSD-ish in this country right now. So again, the reading is not meant to be ominous, and it is more just watch your back, that kind of thing. And
you need to protect yourself.
Protect yourself. Love yourself too. Yeah, Linda, you don't sleep well either? Yeah. So the only thing I can suggest for sleeping well is if you get magnesium cream, and you can get it on Amazon or anywhere like that. Put it on your feet at night before you go to bed, and put some socks on. It's kind of greasy. Sleep like a rock. Or you can take magnesium. That's what the doctor told me today. Yeah.
I can't take melatonin. It makes my heart race. So I take.
It's actually not that good for us to take all the time, they tell me.
No, my father would take it, and I'm like, I can't do this because it was making my heart race. Or maybe
no, you don't need that. That would keep you awake. Oh, you're welcome, Anna. Yeah, we always want to make sure that you know that we read these with love and best intentions, and this is just the energy of the moment. We could read for you tomorrow and get a totally different reading.
That's true.
Yep. Or have a peach Bellini. Okay, Linda, I'm on my way. Thank you, everybody, for being with us.
Thank you, guys.
Almost 2 hours, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Jeff will host, and I will simulcast, and hopefully we won't have any more delays or cancellations or any of that BS. You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, Jeff.
Bye.